Hello everyone, welcome back to today's video. And today we are solving question of the day, LeetCode daily. So we will be solving DSA questions daily, and I will be maintaining my streak along with you guys. You guys can also maintain a streak; it maintains consistency. So without a further ado, let's get to the question of the day. The question is 1018 binary prefix divisible by 5. So here, let me enlarge the question first. Here what we are given is we are given a binary array nums which is 0 index, that means we start from 0, and we define xi as a number whose binary representation is the binary nums 0 to I from most significant bit to least significant bit. So let me tell you easily what is happening here. So example, if we are given here an array of binary numbers 101, so here x0 represents this 0th index number which is 1, binary number which is 1, and then first index x1 which is equals to 0 and x2 equals to 1. So what is happening is x0 here represents 1, and when we convert it into decimal it is also 1, and then we take it 1 0. So x1 is basically 1 and 0 combined, so 1 0 converted to decimal is 2, and then x2, the final one, is combining all the three elements because it is the last one, and it is combining all the three binary numbers and converting 101 into decimal gives 5. And after converting this, we have to check if each of them are divisible by 5 or not, and basis of that we have to return true or false. That's why they have asked us to return an array of booleans answer, the array of booleans whose name is answer, where it is true if xi is divisible by 5. So we will be return it in this form, if it is true or false, whatever the case is. So in this case itself, where it is not given here, but I will tell you guys that in this case itself it will be false, false, and then true. Similarly, in this case 0 1 1, first we take 0 which is xi, so 0 is 0 in decimal form also, then we take 0 1 which is 1 in decimal form, then we take 0 triple 1 complete x2 which is 3. So all of them, out of all of them, only 0 is divisible by, because 0 is divisible by every decimal number, so other two are false, 1 and 3. So that's how we are gonna do it. Similarly, in triple 1 everything is false because none of them will be divisible by like 3, sorry 5. So what is happening here is it is a very easy question, it is marked easy also. Like we are scanning through the array of binary numbers, and we are including the previous number also, the all the previous numbers while moving forward to convert it into decimal number and checking it if it is divisible by 5 as the condition given here. And if it is not divisible by 5, we return false. If it is divisible, we return true, and that is what we return as an output in the form of an array of booleans, which means basically 0 or 1 or true or false. Understood? And here it is given if xi is divisible by 5. There can be many questions in your interviews or in your OA rounds, or many places where it is possible they say xi is divisible by 3 4. So we will be just understanding the concept better, and you can implement it in multiple different questions also. So let's start with the solution. Basically, the key question here is, I hope you guys understood the main concept here behind the question. Now I will be doing the solution. In the solution, what we are gonna do basically is we are going to store the values which are divisible by 5 in the form of true, and others of automatically as false. So what the main question is while solving this easy problem is, how can we build the number without converting huge binary string to integers, because binary numbers become extremely large if we convert them normally. So here we will be using modulo math, modulo function. As you guys know, modulo function is used to give remainder. So that is what we are going to use here. So let's start doing it and you will guys understand. So I will be doing the Java solution for it. You guys can try it in Python or C++, whatever. I prefer Java, as most service based companies of like the Asian subcontinent also prefer Java. So let's do it without a further ado. So first we will be having a list, because we have to return a list. So we will be having a list boolean, which will be the final result. So list boolean result equals to new array list. So here L will be capital, new array list, and then brackets, and don't forget to give semicolon because it's Java. And then we will be initializing the variable nums, which is basically the remainder tracker, because the array is, like, if you guys take a look, then the array is not nums, it is it is not num, it is nums, nums, and here we are taking num, int num, which is basically the remainder tracker. That means we will be dividing each number, the number converted to binary, we will binary to decimal, we will be dividing that number by 5, or maybe taking the modulo of it using modulo function. And if the remainder is 0, then automatically it is divisible by 5. If it is not 0, then it is not divisible by 5. Simple. Okay, so that is the whole concept here. So this is basically a remainder tracker. I will also comment it out by letting you know, guys. Remainder tracker, so basically it tracks remainder, and that is what is important for us. The number of remainder, the number of false ones are there. Now we will be running a for loop. In for loop, int bit, then nums. So basically it is in the binary form, the binary form is the nums array, so that's why int bits, and then num equals to. Now here in this statement is the main part of this question. Here we are converting the binary number into the decimal number plus adding the previous bit, because we have to take the previous ones along with the new ones in the consideration while we are moving through the index. And then we are finding the modulo of it with 5, because they have asked the result of 5 if it is divisible by 5 or not. Then we are providing the result, which is result dot add num equals to 0. That means in the variable which is num equals to 0, we have to add if anything is not divisible by 5, because num here is remainder tracker. That is what we are gonna do. And if everything is fine, then we are gonna return result, which is, what is result? Result is a boolean list which we have created for our output. So here we are returning result. I hope you guys are understanding syntax. If you guys have issues in Java, I can teach you guys Java also from scratch. I have already been teaching it offline for few years. So let me run it. Great. Now we are gonna submit it. Okay, we have completed the question of the day. Here the 3 millisecond is the time complexity. It beats 99.20. It can be even better. So let's see the complete solution. Let me give you guys a complete view. I am zooming it in because you guys will be watching from screens, like some small screens also. So here is the final solution. I will give the link of the question in the description box. Solution, you can take a screenshot from here, and then you guys can understand it. If you guys have any doubt with the concepts, the basic concept, because I have tried to explain it in a very easy manner, the question as well as the code, I have done it with you guys together. So if you still are not able to understand, maybe it's a conceptual issue which you can clear out, you can let me know also. I can create a video on that. So yeah, it can work like that. So let's meet for tomorrow's streak. Thank you.